gunmen made to the Philippines just weeks before Sunday's terror attack. The NSW Police Commissioner Mal Lanyon confirmed the father and son traveled to the Philippines last month. According to the Philippine Bureau of Immigration, Sajid Akram and Naveen Akram arrived together on November 1st from Sydney. Their stated destination was Davao, a city considered a gateway to the southern Philippines. Sajid entered the country as an Indian national, while Naveen entered as an Australian citizen. I have Belly Thomas joining me with more details. Belly, what can you tell us about this latest development?
Vaishali, the suspects of the Sydney's Bondi Beach terror attack had visited the Philippines. The father and son duo identified as 50-year-old Sajid Akram and 24-year-old Naveen Akram had visited the Philippines in November, is what the police have learned, and the reasons for the trip are being investigated currently. And Islamic State flags also were found, which were homemade, that were found in the vehicle registered to the young suspect. The police have also found out that the vehicle also contained improvised explosive devices, and the Prime Minister of Australia, Anthony Albanese, had said that the attackers were motivated by the Islamic State ideology. And the Philippines authorities have confirmed that the Akrams arrived together in the country on November 1st, 2025, with Sajid using an Indian passport and his son using an Australian passport. The father-son duo listed their final destination as Davao, a major city on the southern island of Mindanao. They left the country on November 28th, flying back to Manila en route to Sydney, is what the Bureau of Immigration and Deportation have learned, and they have revealed it. Mindanao, the second largest island in the Philippines, is home to several Islamist insurgent groups and has long been a hotbed of insurgency against the Philippine government. In 2017, the ISIS-aligned militants took over the city of Marawi, sparking a bloody month-long siege. An Immigration Bureau spokesperson, Dana Sandoval, has also said that Sajid was an Australian resident and an Indian national. He had travelled to Philippines on an Indian passport, is what is coming out of the latest, Vaishali.
Belly, stay on with me. Now, the father and son accused of being behind the deadly Bondi Beach mass shooting spent nearly the entire month of November in the Philippines. Now, the country's immigration department has confirmed, with Sajid Akram entering the country as an Indian national. Akram and his son Naveed, who allegedly killed 15 people and wounded dozens of others at a Hanukkah celebration on Sydney's Bondi Beach, arrived on 1st November, with the southern province of Davao listed as their final destination. Belly, this is a new development. What more can you tell us?
Absolutely, Vaishali. So this is a shocking revelation that the Philippines authorities, the Bureau of Immigration and Deportation have revealed of late. The Philippine authorities have confirmed that both the father-son duo had arrived together in the country on November 1st, with Sajid using an Indian passport and his son Naveen Akram using his Australian passport. And the father-son duo listed their final destination as Davao, a major city on the southern island of Mindanao. They left the country on November 28th, flying back to Manila en route to Sydney, is what the Bureau of Immigration and Deportation have revealed. And Mindanao, the second largest island in Philippines, is a home to several Islamist insurgent groups and has long been a hotbed of insurgency against the Philippine government. And in 2017, the ISIS-aligned militants took over the city of Marawi, sparking a bloody months-long siege. And Immigration Bureau spokesperson Dana Sandoval also has said that Sajid was an Australian resident and an Indian national who had travelled to Philippines on an Indian passport. Back to you, Vaishali.
Belly, what's interesting is that, Australia has very stringent laws when it comes to guns. And, of course, the security measures there are very tight as well. Are we getting any information on the fact as to how these two men got past all these security measures, laid their hands on guns. What more information are you getting?
So according to the Australian authorities, these men who had licensed arms is what is being revealed as of now. But the police are still investigating as to how they managed to get the ammunitions and if somebody is stacking a lot of ammunition like this, then obviously there would be a kind of a radar on them. So this is what is being investigated as of now, what we are told. And since it's a licensed gun, there was no actual suspicion on them as to they were going to get involved in such a terror-related terror activity. This is kind of making the government to relook on their strategies onto how they can make stringent laws for issuing gun licenses to citizens who seek for it. So they are kind of looking into how can the gun laws be revamped so that the weapons don't come into the hands of such radical elements, Vaishali.
Thanks, Peli, for joining me. And now, viewers, we're learning that during